Yay, there we are. We are live. Happy Goddess Temple Sunday. Happy Goddess Temple Sunday. Isn't here these weeks simultaneously seeming shorter and shorter and longer somehow at the same time. Let me know if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about. It feels like things are going so fast, but at the same time, it feels like things are happening so quickly. Yeah. Anyway, I am so happy to see you. Happy Goddess Temple Sunday. Has been a phenomenal past week and full moon cycle. Sending love to everyone who is in my African Goddess Rising Oracle School. We had a wonderful week, and my good girlfriend, Goddess Colette Barron Reed, came and was a willing, open, and generous teacher. So much love to Goddess Colette. She said she is watching these videos. So hi, Goddess Colette. I don't know if you're on Instagram. Hey, I don't know if you're on YouTube or Facebook, but hi and thank you. Love you. All right. So today, my beauties, we are talking about how to deal with, how to survive the holidays and survive your family. How to survive your family if you've got, I don't know, toxic family members, issues with family members who abandonment. A lot of people have to sit across from abusers. All of that stuff. Let's get into it. Let's talk about surviving your family for the holidays. But first, just let me know how you are doing in this world. How are you right now? And let me just take this moment to say hello to one of my absolute, actually not one of my absolute favorite person in this whole wide world. Hello, baby Ruby. Hello, my beautiful goddess. I can't even say baby Ruby. You're gonna be 2. You're gonna be such a big girl. Oh my gosh. Hello, mommy's big girl. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are so amazing. You are smart. You are kind. You are generous. You are a humanitarian. You are a giver. You are a loving human being. And it is my honor and the pleasure of my lifetime to be your mommy. Love you. All right. So yes, so we are talking about the holidays and surviving your family members for the holidays. Instagram, Facebook, podcast. I'll see you on the afterwards on the flip. Give me a thumbs up. Let the algorithm know what time it is, that this is stuff that you want to see more of. Give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, a screenshot, a share the stories, or whatever it is. And much love to Goddess Afua, who I noticed afterward gave, I don't know what it's called, but some financial money on Instagram where you can give people some money. She gave me some money last time. Thank you, Goddess Afua. Yes. So let me just see. Oh my goodness. So Goddess Sunday Morning Magpie says, I just broke up with my toxic mother because I couldn't stomach another holiday with her energy hanging over us. I never felt so free. Yay. Good for you, Goddess. That is beautiful and wonderful. And before we even get into the conversation, absolutely the number one way to deal with, if you have folks that are emotionally, mentally, spiritually draining and unhealthy for you, is to not be around them. So that is beautiful. Congratulations for opting out, for freeing yourself, and for being able to now move into this holiday season, should you choose to partake, or your life 2024 with an open, liberated, and amazing heart. Your energy of freedom feels good. Type into the comments freedom, because that is what we all want to feel ultimately. We want to feel free. Yes. So yes, absolutely. EFT tapping is a huge thing that you can do. Yay. Magical morning, Goddess Afua. Absolutely. But wait, we got to do some gratitude and then let's get into the conversation. I love that y'all are like, come on, we need to know right now how to deal with these toxic family members. I appreciate it and understand it. I have family that's coming over today, but they actually are not toxic. They are amazing, beautiful, incredible family members that I'm excited to see. And I had a recent, the gratitude holiday, I had positive experiences. So this has shifted a lot for me in the past few years, because those of you who've been rocking with me for a while know that I was like, homegirl earlier, not toward my mom. My mom is amazing. Thankfully, thank goodness. I lucked out in that department. But with other family members, I was like, oh my goodness. And I would spend before a family reunion, which is not necessarily still my most favorite thing to do, let's be honest. But before a family reunion, like having to psych myself up, having to thinking I had to, not having to, thinking that I had to come up with comebacks for any nasty thing that they could say at any moment. Type a R in the comments if you got people related to you who are reckless with the mouth. Reckless. So you could just type reckless with the mouth, and just feeling like it would just, my anxiety would go into an overdrive, a breakout into hives or eczema, and it just was unhealthy. And I feel so blessed and so grateful to be now in this energy where it feels like, that's in the rear view mirror. That's in the rear view mirror. So I'm glad that we're going to get to talk about that. Yes. I see you, sis. My Jamaican Nigerian sister, she put our whole line up. I feel you with that. I feel you with that. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that, Goddess Aya. She says, my home was robbed and my family does not know how to support me. I'm grateful for my new beginning. I have life and an opportunity. Yes, for life and an opportunity. Love and support for everybody, putting an R, who has the reckless family members. Let's get into some gratitude and then let's talk about it. All right. So let's just come into our bodies, come present in who we are. Who you are is amazing, beautiful, and special. And how wonderful. Thank you for joining me today. Just come present. Just be in your body. Be in this moment. Be here now. And let's just breathe. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And I want you to just lean in now energetically as we connect around this big, beautiful, global circle that we have been gifted with. Lean in energetically and take the hand of a sister to the left of you. Maybe she is in Miami with our good sis who just shared her story with us. And I want you to lean in energetically and take the hand of the sister to the right of you in our sacred circle. Maybe she's in Harlem, New York. Ooh, hello, sis. And let's just bring it all together. Bring our energy all together. Together like this is nice. And we begin with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for blessing us with another chance, another opportunity to be, do, have, taste, smell, exist in this beautiful earth school that you have gifted us with. Thank you so very much for waking us up today, and just giving us this additional opportunity. Thank you for reminding us that if we are awake, alert, alive, if you are within the sound of my voice, the beat of my heart, that your mission here is not yet complete. In fact, no matter how old, how young you are, your mission is just beginning. Thank you so much for helping us to find each other on this big, vast, beautiful planet, for helping us to find each other and giving us the abundance, the love, the riches, the prosperity, to have fancy devices and some internet for us to be able to connect. Oh my goodness, that alone puts us in the top 1% of rich participants in the world. So we are so grateful for that. Please continue to guide us. Please continue to keep us. Help us to share love with those who are lacking around the globe. Help us to continue to put our energy out there and pray for global ceasefire. Help us to continue to be positive, to be loving, to be productive, to be compassionate human beings. Please save and protect the children, keep the children safe, and continue to let us know at any moment in time where you would have us go, what you would have us do, what you would have us say, and to whom. And for all of this and so very much more, we are so very grateful. And we say to you, Amen. Ashe. And so it is. 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 Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Woo. Okay. Let's get into this conversation about how to survive the holidays. Actually, let's switch it up. Not just how to survive the holidays when it comes to your family, but how to thrive, how to come through the holiday season feeling like you are thriving, like you are loving it, like you are not just merely existing and going through the motions or trying to figure out, like I said, how I used to do, like be like, oh my gosh, okay, how am I going to get through this? Particularly when you are dealing with something, that is not, maybe you're in a moment where it's not your happiest season. Maybe you are in a difficult moment. There were times when I was going through seasons of dealing with IVF and miscarriage and all kinds of, personal difficulties, that being around people who were going to be insensitive or reckless with the mouth, or, whether they knew what I was going through or not, was just, oh my gosh, it was not only emotionally and spiritually painful, but it felt physically painful as well. And so this is not a small conversation. This is not a small conversation. This is a very important conversation. And so the number one thing that you could do is, much love to our sister earlier who felt like, who made a decision to opt out for her emotional health and well-being. But the number one thing that we can do if you are present in a situation is don't take the bait. Write that in the comments. Don't take the bait. You don't have to show up to every fight that you are invited to. Thank you for the hearts, Instagram. My Leo heart loves the hearts. Thank you for the likes, Facebook and YouTube. Don't take the bait. Type that in the comments. Don't take the bait. Somebody needs to see that and have that reinforced for them. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. There are some people who, for whatever reason, and it could be, we're dealing with as human beings a whole range of things. Like I said, there are people who will have to sit across from their abusers, and I urge you in that case to definitely opt out. We're going to get to that in a second. That's number 2. But if you are present, and if for whatever reason you must be present in an environment where it is not healthy for you, for whatever reason, do not take the bait, no matter how small, no matter how big, whatever it is. Sometimes it's family members discussing politics in a way that makes you feel unhealthy, sitting across from homophobic family members or whatever it is, people saying, things that are harmful. And they don't have to be harmful directly to you for you to feel harmed by it as an empathic, open, and loving human being. So you could, at that moment, decide to have a conversation with your homophobic, racist, a-hole aunt, uncle, sister, cousin, parent, whoever it is. You could choose to deal with a family member that thinks that you are less than because of your beliefs, your religion, your lack of religion, your spirituality, whatever it is. You could choose to have a conversation with them about why you have kids, why you don't have kids, what's going on with your relationship, what's not going on with your relationship. You could choose to do that. However, the number one priority is your own health and well-being. Type into the conversation, type into the comments, my priority is me. Your number one priority is you. And that is true, yes, even if you have children, even if you have a spouse, even if you have a partner, because in order for you to be present for them, you have to be first present for you. So type into the comments, my number one priority is me. Okay, so it is not, trying to convince your uncle about global politics or whatever it is. You're not going to convince them. There have been, if we can pull up, I don't know where the statistics would come from, of the people who sat across from somebody on a holiday and because of whatever you said, somehow changed their mind. It could happen. I have not seen it happen a whole lot, but it could happen. This is not the place. That's not the environment. If you want to have a conversation with them, call them up now. Call them up after this and have a conversation with them. When you are in a situation that is already high stress for you, your priority is you. For your children, for your loved ones, for your spouse, for whoever, your priority is you. To manage yourself, to take care of your nervous system, to take care of your heart, to take care of your spirit, to take care of your soul, to take care of your divine connection. Your priority is you. So number one, do not take the bait. Do not take the bait. If they want to show up and ask you, how much money you're making, or did you get a new job, or did your business take off, or whatever it is, you don't have to take the bait. Don't take the bait. And I've been in situations where this summer at the family reunion, for example, somebody said something. It was just a simple thing, but I knew it could lead to a wherever, and I didn't want to engage with this person at all. And it was just something about like what I was wearing. They were like, "Oh, you have on whatever it is." I just looked at them and just smiled. I couldn't think of anything to say, so I said nothing. And people could look at you and think, "Okay, well, are you are you stupid? What's wrong with you? Why are you not saying?" I had nothing to say. Smiled. Had nothing to say. Do not take the bait. I have no interest in dialoguing with people who do not wish me well, even if on the facade, if that's what they're putting forward. No interest in it. No interest in it. Just stand there, look beautiful. Type in the comments, stand there, look beautiful. And they repeated what they said a couple of times, and I just stood there and looked at them. Just stood there and looked at them. And kept it moving. Type into the comments, keep it moving. Your number one priority is you. You're not going to take the bait. We're going to keep it moving. Yes, Frankie, we are live. Silence says enough. Yes. Yeah. This is what I did. I was like, and then after they repeated what they said a couple of times, and they said, "Well, you look nice." I said, "Thank you." Moved on. Do not take the bait. Don't take the bait. Keep it moving. KIM. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Number two, remember who you are. Remember who you are. And what that means is remember whose you are. You are divinely protected. You are a reflection of your God walking this earth. You are your ancestors' biggest dream manifested and come to life. You are a miraculous, incredible, empathic, beautiful, strong, wondrous human being. You have within your heart, your soul, your body, the power of creation. You hold within you the wisdom of the ages. And so bickering with folks across a plate of cranberry sauce is not who you came to be. Remember who you are and whose you are. Type into the comments, I remember who I am. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. And if it takes if you don't know what to say nothing. It's all good. Remember who you are. You can smile and walk away. Smile and walk away. Remember who you are. Remember who you are and whose you are. You are powerful beyond measure. Yes, you can feel the truth behind some people's words. It's not the words. Yes, as empaths, we don't hear your words. We hear what is underneath the words, what is behind the words, right? That's what we hear. We feel into where you're going. And, if you have to, beware of folks who preface things, I don't mean any harm, or don't take this the wrong way. We got to stop you right there. Yes, I will take it the wrong way. And yes, I will take it harmful. So let's just save my time and yours, and it's all good. Keep it. Stop them. I gotta stop you right there. I appreciate where you're going with it, but it's okay. I don't need it. You can keep that. No, thank you. If you don't know what to say, just say no, thank you. Type in the comments, no, thank you. Remember who you are and whose you are. No, thank you. No, thank you. Just like I teach my little whoopie boopie. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. My sister, my mom had taught us to say the feeling is mutual. If anybody came out of their face in school, and I remember my sister in like first or second grade being like a 6 or 7-year-old, whatever. Somebody said something to her, and she's like, the feeling is mutual. And like adults are like, where'd she get that from? Yeah, the feeling is mutual. No, thank you. No, I'm not interested. No, thank you. We don't need any. We're good. I'm good. Thank you. No, thank you. Yes, Phoenix Rising said no, thank you is my motto this year. No, thank you. We're good. Thanks. Remember who you are. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. And the same force right now that is making it rain in New York City, that created the rain, that created the oceans, that created the trees and the seas, created me. And if you think I'm going to bring all of this magic to some bickerment with you, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Number 3, and actually these are not in a specific order, okay? Take what you need. Number 3, feel free when you are in the situation to opt out at any time. The most powerful thing you can do is what our good sis did, is opt out, period, and say, I appreciate you for who you are. I appreciate the fact that we may share a common ancestor, but deuces. Deuces. It's a wrap on this relationship. That is the most powerful thing you can do. Some relationships, you may not want to do a big etheric severing, a big cut. Some relationships, you may not want to do a big chop. All right. So in that case, you can still, at any moment, give yourself permission to opt out at any time. Type in the comments, opt out. You can opt out at any time. No, I'm canceling my subscription. I'm about to get in the car. You can cancel your subscription. Type in the comments, cancel my subscription. You can cancel your subscription and opt out at any time. You don't need permission anymore. You're not a child anymore. You have your permission to leave at any point in time. My favorite, the best thing that that happened for me at family events, being a non-driver, I do have my driver's license, but being somebody who's not into driving, is Uber and Lyft. Thank you and good night. Thank you and good night. I opt out. My subscription is canceled. Stop. No, thank you. Don't even process my refund. You can keep the change. Keep the change. Type in the comments, keep the change. Keep all of it. Keep it. Keep the change. Feel free to opt out at any time. Yes, Frankie said, thank you and good night. Opt out at any time, period. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Canceled. Snap canceled. It's done. It is done. Allow yourself that freedom at any moment. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be a drama. It doesn't have to be whatever. Thank you and good night. I gotta go. I have, you don't even have to make an excuse of where you have to go or be. I have to be somewhere other than this. I have to be anywhere other than this. So thank you and good night. I opt out. My subscription is canceled. And so are you. Peace. All right. So opting out, allowing yourself the peace of mind to know that you don't have to sit through anything. You do not have to sit through anything. You do not have to suffer through anything. Okay. And I wish that I would have known this younger, but I'm happy to share it with you now. I once sat across from a drunk family member telling me that I was stupid and a whole bunch of other things and didn't know that I had the ability to just get up and just leave and just say, you know what? Peace. I'm out. You can opt out. You don't need anybody's permission. You are over 18. You have the permission of your creator to opt out of any situation at any point in time. At any point in time. Number 4, look for the joy, the joyful people. Don't, if there are those people in your family that suck, I know that maybe, hopefully, you have those people in your family that are awesome, that are amazing. I do. Those people that you enjoy their company. Stay with those folks. Stay with those folks. If you are not yet emotionally, spiritually strong enough to have your own back, and you can ask them to have your back in a situation and you can have their back in another situation, ask them, be open, just be like, oh my gosh, I'm dreading this. Can you just have my back around whatever? I once asked my sister to be a buffer for me between a family member. Like, I just didn't want them asking me a bunch of questions and all of that, like when I was going through IVF and stuff. And my sister was a great buffer. Like, I was like, just be a buffer and just please change the subject whenever anything came up at Thanksgiving. Like, stuff would come up, my sister would, like, boom, she was on it. She, like, changed the subject. Like, we even, like, would throw it randomly to, like, family members that didn't even know that they were in, like, a situation. We'd be like, yeah, so tell us that long-winded story that you usually tell about, remember when you told us that story about, when you were, I don't know, had to walk 2 miles to school? We'd love to hear that. Like, allow yourself to look for the love, look for the joy, look for those that have your back, and that is where you want to be. Be in the joy. That's it. Type in the comments, be in the joy. Look for the joy. Look for those who love you. That's who you sit next to. Sit next to the people that love you. Sit next to people that have your back. Sit next to the people that amuse you. Sit next to the people that get you. Or at least, if they don't get you, that they at least respect you. They at least, are interested or open or agree to disagree, or you could learn something about them or whatever it is. Look for the love and look for the joy and spend the energy in that. Oftentimes, when we're folks with anxiety, we forget that we can spend the energy, instead of spending the whole time anxious, we can spend the energy in basking in the love and the joy. We don't have to go to the anxious place. You don't have to have those conversations with those people. Like I said, you can smile, but look for the joy. Look for the joy, okay? And then number 5, a spiritual technique that you could take or leave, may work for you, may not work for you, is something that's called the mirror technique. So it's not the mirror technique that Louise Hay made popular, where you look into the mirror and say affirmations. This is an energetic technology where you are visualizing a mirror around you that is shooting back energy, and whoever is whatever they're putting towards you, they are mirroring it back to themselves. Okay, so you are protected. It is putting up an energetic shield of protection that is a mirror of love. And so from the inside, it is reflecting love back to yourself, your beautiful energy back to you. And on the outside, it is also reflecting everybody's energy back to them. So if folks are coming at you and being out of pocket, they are energetically, boom, getting a beam back to themselves. And you can also see it as, they're projecting that this is not about me. Whatever they are saying or doing or whatever it is, it's not about me. It's about them. It's about whatever issues they have with them. And so it's all a projection. They're having a situation with themselves. I've decided to not participate. I am protected in my beautiful, energetic mirror situation, basking in my energy of divine love and well being, where I know who I am and whose I am. And they can take that, whatever it is, back to themselves. They can take it back to themselves. So seeing yourself, beautiful, energetic, loving mirror, you can view the mirror as water, which houses and feels our emotions. The water remembers. So you can just see that all around you as a loving, warm, protective energy, mirroring your own loving self and energy back to you, and mirroring whatever they put forward back to them. Okay, return to sender. Type in the comments, return to sender. And with all of that, yes, with all of that, we are going to have an amazing holiday season. Whatever that looks like for you is whatever it looks like for you. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are beautiful, you are magical, and you are powerful. And 2024 is going to be your best year ever, and it's going to be amazing. Are you receiving that today, my beauties? Are you receiving that today? We're going to rock the holidays. Type in the comments, rock the holidays. If you are going to rock this holiday season, rock the holidays. It doesn't matter if they're toxic. It doesn't matter if they are abandoners. It doesn't matter who they are. What matters is who you are and whose you are. I love you like cooked food. And I will see you soon. Yes. Ashe, my beauties. Ashe. Thank you. Ashe.